Miami's had many swings at hosting racing glory, most recently with a temporary circuit for Formula One. But before all of that, there were several swings at hosting the IndyCars. In the 1980s and early 1990s, it was street circuits like Tamiami and Bicentennial Park. But the staying power is in the speed, and what could bring the speed better than a high-performance oval? Born from the ruins of devastation left behind by Hurricane Andrew, a group championed by local racing hero Ralph Sanchez sought to bring a unique experience to South Florida. Homestead Miami Speedway, a 1.5-mile miniature Indianapolis Motor Speedway, a near-perfect downscale model of the legendary Midwestern circuit. The track hosted its first Top Series competition in the spring of 1996 in the form of the CART IndyCar Series. After hosting IndyCar and NASCAR for only 1 year, concerns around competition and safety were raised, and the track was reprofiled for the 1997 season. Gone were the 90-degree turns that made for an homage to the Indy Speedway, and in their stead, 2 continuous arcs making a classic oval shape. After years of adequate racing, even this didn't meet the high-speed thrills sought, and in 2003, steeped progressive banking turned Homestead into the 1.5-miler we know and love today. Along the way, legends raced, heroes made, dreams realized. Nothing speaks more prominently to me than Greg Moore's 1999 win to start the CART season. A closing Michael Andretti had nothing for the young phenom. We didn't know it then, but that would be his last race win, a cause for celebration in the moment and for fond reminiscence today, more than 20 years on. Tragedy and heartbreak were not strangers to this circuit. In 2006, in a pre-race practice, rookie Paul Dana would lose his life in a collision with a spinning Ed Carpenter. A rookie campaign and a human that promised so much was ended before the green flag even flew. On a smaller scale of heartbreak, Homestead would later be moved to the end of the calendar, where in 2010 a young challenger to IndyCar's pageantry, Will Power, would find his own heartbreak along the Turn 4 wall, ending what had been a season meant for championship aspirations. Power fell to Dario Franchitti, who himself had met strife at the Homestead Speedway in a practice crash in 2000 in the CART Series. The crash gave him a concussion, the effects of which would follow him throughout his storied and legendary career. A career which did see him capture that 2010 championship from Power at Homestead itself. Perhaps some poetic symmetry at work. In 2021, it was reported that IndyCar and Homestead were investigating a possible return for the series to the young yet storied track. While nothing manifested, it is a case of never say never. Nothing epitomizes the flights of fancy this AI season will follow better than Homestead Miami Speedway. Why set up a race here? Because it means something. It meant something then, it would mean something now. Then, it was a shot at high-speed fame, a launching point for a team, a driver, a season, a career, in the face of kinetic danger. Now it's a track that could grant the same to a modern crop of drivers, while also honoring those whose literal life, blood, sweat, and tears were made in chasing racing fame. This track could be the connective tissue to the past, which recesses from recent to distant with each passing calendar. So let's start our calendar here, and take the IndyCar series to the banks of Homestead once again for the first time since 2010.
Oh, golly. Anybody get dizzy yet? Pass. Oh! Figure out if I was the idiot or that's it. We win. That was a lot of fun, that one.
Welcome aboard, folks, to the first race of my AI career franchise season whatever mode against the AI in IndyCar for 2024. This is overdubbed Nifty speaking. Past Nifty will be your pilot today, aka Bo Petrini, and we're starting 9th today. The AI season content this year is going to look a little different. In a case of taking it way too seriously, I'm trying to up the production quality of what you're seeing. So the plan right now is for these to be edited highlight videos with some added polish to things. Like the starting grid to your left. You can see David Maluka's qualified pole. I'd have to say that McLaren would be feeling pretty good right now, as 3 of their top 4 cars are starting inside the top 10. This is round 1 of season 1, aka the spring season, even though there's snow on the ground outside my window right now, and most of the US is in a deep freeze. It's a full-length race, 200 laps, damage is on, but so are quick repairs. That's how we're going to be handling things on the iRacing side this year. All other information like that is inside the box to your left, so without anything else, let's head down to the car where Past Nifty will be taking things from here. All right, thank you, Future Nifty, for the wonderful introduction to the race here. But the pompous intro is out of the way. Now it's time to get ready for a long 48 race season with the Nifty IndyCars. 3 seasons, 1 championship, all AI except for me. Maybe I'm a bot too. But either way, let's get to it. Green flag is out. We've got 200 laps, 300 miles at Homestead Raceway here to start the season. We're on fuel map 5, the fuel save map, for 1 lap here as the AI gets itself up to speed. And then we're going to pump it up to probably map 2. Alright, AI's had their chance. We're up to map 2 now. Whoops, that's 1. There's 2. Which, yeah, now that I don't have that ticker at the bottom, because I'm recording these offline, you can see my steering wheel and you can get all that cool information if you're into that. It's not like I'm some kind of setup guru or anything. So, do with that what you can. But weight jacker's +5, and the fuel map is 2 right now. We started 9th, we're holding 9th. Seemed like it was a good qualifying session for the Ganassis and the McLarens, with certain exceptions involved. Yeah, we got Kyle Larson in real life. He's going to be a part-time, well, he's going to be Indy 500 only. But, you know, if we're doing 48 races, we can throw extra cars in here. Oh, graphics getting choppy there. I don't know why that happened. Don't do that again, please. Either way, we're doing all these extra tracks and stuff. We can throw in, we can make some of the part-timers full-timers, such as the epic Kyle Larson from NASCAR fame, who will be doing the Indy 500 this year in 2024 in real life. But either way, we've got a hold on 9th right now. This should be pretty tough. We're driving for Vassar Sullivan Racing in that classic, classic now, looking Sealmaster car. When this car raced, probably famously by Sebastian Bourdais and then maybe infamously by Santino Ferrucci, but either way, it was a Dale Coyne with Vassar Sullivan Racing entry. But, you know, Dale's got his own cars going on, so fictionally speaking, as far as anyone's concerned, we're just Vassar Sullivan this year. I expect we'll kind of go backwards as the run goes on. To be honest, I tried making this really hard. Or not really, like, harder than normal. Balanced, but hard. We're going to be running Vassar Sullivan. It's got to be kind of a... They're a mid-pack team, right, typically, with good days here and there. So we're going to try to replicate that. It was, I believe, Dave Malukas on pole. Intro Nifty might have just told you that already, though. And one of the reasons I'm running this season offline this year is I want to experiment more with the intros and just, you know, some graphics and cutaways and things like that. Not to mention turning this into a highlight video rather than just a full race dump, right? Kind of like I've been doing with the IndyCar, which I love IndyCar. That's not going anywhere. I've got a lot of videos to edit from IndyCar still. I think I left off, I need to edit the Indy 500 actually. That's still gonna happen, don't worry about it. We'll get our gym on. But I'm trying to keep to a schedule with the AI season here, and right now the computer's feeling good, so we'll take what we can get. Except for those frame drops in the beginning, I don't know what that was about. So the rookie Kiffin Simpson's ahead of us, driving for Ganassi. Scotty Mack in the yellow submarine. This is the 2024 IndyCar Dash Ovals trading paint set that I've made. And as of right now, here in January, before any of the official liveries have come out, I like the idea of the Penske cars having just the solid color liveries. So Newgarden's got his test livery from last year, which was just red. McLaughlin's got his Pennzoil yellow. And Power, I put him in a car from a couple years ago, that all black one. I just thought that'd be kind of neat. Get a little bit of understeer off the corner. We're going to take the weight jacker down a couple of ticks.
The leader is running 26.411.
So I haven't quite decided the season calendar fully yet. It's really actually the next race I can't decide. By the time this comes out, I'll have decided it's between Road Atlanta or Riverside. Road Atlanta would be an iRacing, but there's kind of no IndyCar connection to it. IndyCar's never run there, whereas Riverside is a historic track that no longer exists. I'm leaning Riverside as we speak. I've done Road Atlanta before. Oh yeah, also, damage is on this year. In iRacing, it's actually on. If I hit the wall, I've got damage, I need to come in and repair it. However, I do have the fast repair option, which is fine with me. In Assetto Corsa, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle it because the AI still can't do pit stops. So, if I get in a situation where I would damage the car, like if I hit something and it's like, oh yeah, that for sure would have damaged the car, I might give myself like a drive-through penalty in Assetto. I'm also thinking, yeah, I can see it, Australia, man. I'm also thinking, boy, he wants to talk a lot, doesn't he? I'm also thinking the Assetto Corsa races might be only half distance, just because since there are no pit stops, I've noticed in Assetto things kind of even out, and it just kind of stays that way. Like after the first 20 minutes, I'm going to be in the same spot as I am an hour later. Doesn't really matter unless I screw up, which there is something to be said for giving me opportunities to screw up, being kind of realistic, but I'm thinking we can drop that to half distance. It'll make it easier for me to edit them together. They'll be about 45 minutes instead of an hour and a half. And I don't think we're going to miss much drama because it really just starts holding station after a while in Assetto. Kind of here too, though, so what do I know? But because iRacing has pit stops available, that'll kind of jumble up the field and the such. Also, if anybody would like the full replays to these races, let me know. I'm not going to upload them to EtherX Nifty. Maybe I could upload them somewhere if that's the kind of thing you want to see.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.4 seconds.
But I'm very much going to try to edit all the action into the video on XNifty, and you won't really miss anything except for these laps where there's not a lot going on.
Car inside, clear.
Hello, sneaking a look. Hanging tough back there,
Inside,
off the left rear.
clear inside.
Just couldn't quite get it done. The leader seems like he's hitting traffic, so we might have cars starting to back up to us. Just as I said that, Joseph Newgarden takes first, I suppose. Kind of proving my point. If these lapped cars get in the way and kind of block up the leaders, positions can change. And we might be in a good spot to take advantage of that compared to the AI's automaton self. Lowe's still hanging back there. He's getting a good run out of the corners on us, but he's not able to translate that yet. The qualifying procedure, by the way, I've noticed Homestead's a little bit weird with the AI qualifying. So, full fuel and lowest fuel, or map 5, I guess, the lowest racing map you'll use. And that landed me 9th, so... But then you can tell in the race here, they're not exactly bad, so their qualifying is just slow, I think, comparatively. Because it's fine to say I suck, that's fine. As I get past, clearly I have no problem with that. But somehow my qualifying pace is astronomically faster than my race pace, which either means I'm slow in the race or fast in qualifying, and, you know, either way, put on a good show here. I think we found a nice mix. Take out, or put in some weight check, or maybe loosen up the car a bit. Seems like we're getting overtaken a bit. But we got to be careful on corner exits. The car's gonna want to loop on us. For some reason, especially the exit of 2. What are we thinking? I'm thinking add wing to the rear. Plant it so that I can get off the corners better. And then it'll be too tight, but we'll just take that out with a weight checker. Kind of like we're doing right now. And we got a lot of room on the roll bars, too. Although we are going real slow at the end of the stint here. Let's go ahead and bump it up to map 1. If I can't find the speed in the corners, I'll have to find it on the straights, right?
Car inside. Still inside. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 3.1 seconds. Clear.
Highline kind of worked there.
Car 6 is up the front. Car inside. Still there. Clear. Car inside. Clear.
That high line working for me was kind of a one-time thing, huh? And we are desperate to get the car to turn. Just scared what that means on corner exit when I move up that weight checker.
Clear. You've got about 5 laps of fuel. Inside. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.1 seconds. Still there, hold your line. Still inside. The leader is running 26.718. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside. Car outside. Keep low. Outside is clear. The lead is fitting now.
Just give me all the downforce.
Outside. Keep low.
The setup is really falling off bad here.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside.
Well, we've made it to kind of my fuel target. I'm going to stay out a little bit. You never know when that's going to help. There's a yellow or something. Although I think we're coming in this time by anyway.
You're in the top 10. You've got about 2 laps of fuel left. The lead is fitting now.
I also think I'm kind of slow entering pit road, but here we are.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Alright, we're going to take some wing turns here.
That's it, go.
Hopefully that helps us. The weight jacker back to 5.
The lead is fitting now.
So after pit stops, looks like we're coming out 13th. I'm way okay with that. I think we dropped further back than that. And I can keep it flat-footed in the corners. And the game is real bad right now. With like the video. Looks like I'm driving in molasses or something. It's got a real rubber bandy kind of look to it. I don't know if that comes through on the recording.
The car in C26 just set the fastest lap. 25.34.
I'm not having to work as hard to keep the car going the right way in the corners.
Lap of the session.
Which hopefully means once we get to the end of this stint, the tires will still be there. Although we're going up high there, that's okay. We can add a touch of weight jacker.
Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear.
Rosenqvist trying things, and we're gonna discourage that.
seconds before disaster here. I'm changing the roll bar in the front. Hopefully that helps us turn a touch. Yeah, but you can see it kind of off the corner exit there trying to spin on me. It's diving in real well, though. Oh, don't touch the white line. That's even worse. Yeah, okay. All right, that roll bar's got to come out. Or go back in, I guess. I don't know. Either way, that was bad. That was the wrong way to go.
Inside.
Basically drifted that corner. Didn't like that.
Stay high. Clear inside.
Oh, well, we're really drifting it this time.
Outside. Clear outside if you want it.
You sure?
Outside. Clear outside.
Oh man, the car is just...
Caution, yellow flag. They want you
Ugh.
in single file. Pit road is closed.
Well, thanks for that.
Past 7, car past 27, car past 66, car past. Past 66, car past 27, car past 7, car.
So, we did a good job of not dying, but the car is still awful. I'm just about to lose it on the freaking cooldown lap here.
Letter 45, carbide. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Go, go, go!
Up to map 1, we don't have to worry about the fuel anymore.
Paid car is off. Green, green, green. The leader just did a 19.852.
What the absolute fuck, you idiot.
Clear outside.
Man just ran over me. I wonder if that gave me any damage.
Outside. Still there. Clear high. Car inside. Clear inside. Car outside. Clear up top. Inside. Still there. You're up top, 3 wide. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Still there. You're up top, 3 wide. Still there. Hold your line. Right side, 2 wide. Still inside. Clear inside.
Restart on my life there to get away from Stingray Rob, who's just out killing people out here.
Inside. Still there, inside. Keep high. Stay high. Clear. Car outside. Clear high.
All right, we're back into the points for now.
Outside, clear.
We're doing a slide job on Colton. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry.
Car 2 is up the front. Outside. Clear up top. The leader is running 26.456.
And the two Dreyer Reinbold cars kind of
Car outside.
nose to tail here.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top. Car outside. Keep low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top.
All right, now we're racing again. This is nice. Might just be the fresh tire kind of thing, but I'll take it.
Car outside. Clear.
Oop. Car wanted to go around again. It's like as soon as the car is done playing, it's done playing. That's okay. If we just have to settle in here, we moved back up to 13th. That's pretty darn good work from restarting 28th.
outside. Still there. Still there.
As I'm side by side with Lundqvist here, that'd be a good time for future Nifty to discuss the points
Clear high.
if he hasn't already.
Thanks, Past Nifty. The point system itself is fairly straightforward, because I can't guarantee the amount of cars starting each race, given mods and track limitations. Only the top 20 finishers in each race would receive season points. I started with Champ Car's point system from their last few years, and then gave a few additional points to weight the top of the order. 2 bonus points for qualifying pole are the only bonus points awarded. So that's fairly straightforward. Where things get more tricky, maybe even nifty, is that my 2024 IndyCar Championship here with the AI is divided into 3 seasons, spring, summer, and fall. Each season will be a scheduled 16 races, after which there will be a season winner. Just like the races themselves, the top 20 in points at the end of each season will receive championship points based on the same points distribution. At the end of all 3 seasons, the driver with the most championship points, those being the points awarded at the end of each season, will be the 2024 IndyCar champion. Again, at least in my little AI world here they will be. The reason I do this is to keep things fresh. I want to run a lot of races, but a runaway champ would happen after a while, especially given how AI talent files and such work. And using a playoff system would just be silly. So 3 seasons that filter into a championship. There you go, back to the action.
Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Outside, clear.
One mistake I think maybe I should rethink here is when I did the livery pack, or whatever you want to call it. Ferrucci, Power, and Hunter Ray all kind of look the same. They're black with red highlights. Yeah, well. We're up to P11. Now they're going to pit soon, I would think. And we don't have to. But we're not so far out of sequence that, you know, we don't have to pit when they do. We'll still have to make the same amount of pit stops. But on our last pit stop, we won't need to put in as much fuel.
The lead did a 26.639.
And we're able to run full boost here, so all around good times. Maybe that spin was actually important for us. Oh, and we have no idea if we've got damage after Stingray went right over the top of us.
The car inside. The car in front is pitting. Clear inside. The lead is pitting now.
All right, we're going to inherit the lead just on the courtesy of being on a different pit strategy. But our tires are going to start falling off right as they just got fresh ones. Which will make this very interesting. The last, say, 20 laps of this run here.
Outside.
Yeah, there it goes.
Outside is clear.
There go the fresh tires, ladies and gentlemen.
The car behind is pitting. The car inside.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and come in. This is not working well. We do have even more downforce coming our way.
Pit box in 10. 5. Car 44 is up the front. 3, 2, 1. Right here. Go, go, go!
All right, let's find out where we cycle out to. Not looking great. Probably about 20th? 19th.
Outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear up top. Outside. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.1 seconds. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top.
You know, I gotta say, I do actually really like where the difficulty is right now for me. I have no idea where I'm gonna finish. The race is in flux. I'm having to think strategically against the AI, which is very rare. It's very rare that it's not just raw pace and performance against the AI that I'm competing with, but because the track is changing, the car is changing, yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna finish. I'm driving as hard as I can, which is perfect, right? That's just makes it feel real.
Outside. Outside is clear.
All right, Vips is coming in, so it's going to be interesting to see, because he was on that strategy we were on, and we bailed on it. We were driving too slow. It'll be interesting to see him and Simpson, where they kind of emerge.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.3 seconds.
Ooh. All right.
Outside. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.
Which, according to the fuel, that shouldn't be a problem. We're scheduled for 163, but I don't know if we'll make it to the end of the fuel window, given the tires. You saw me kind of chase it around turns 1 and 2 last lap.
The leader is running 26.409.
Kind of weirdly afraid if I back off the fuel map that I won't have as much power going to the rear wheels, and somehow that will make me even looser. Let's try it.
1.6 seconds.
I think we're about to go a lap down.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not at five.
They're not, but the two guys between us and Marcus there are.
Car outside. Go low. Clear outside. Inside. The leader is coming up on you. They're not at five. Clear.
Heard you the first time, Australia man. I mean, actually, though, IndyCar rules would say I should fight him.
Car inside. Still there at bottom. Clear.
So a question you might have is, why did I go down on the fuel map if I know I'm good on fuel? It's because I want to end the race
The leader is coming up
with the
on you. They're
optimum
not at
tire
five.
life.
Inside. The leader just did a 27.293. Clear.
Chasing the car again.
Outside.
Take out some
The car behind
weight
is
jacker,
closing
but
on you.
ooh, that's the
Gap
leader
is
now.
1.4 seconds. Still there. Still there. Outside is clear. Outside. Still there. Hold your line. Outside is clear.
Well, whether I would have wanted to fight him or not, I don't think it was going to happen. See, we're still getting loose off the corners, even when it plows through the first, like, 80% of the two turns. Aren't you guys supposed to be pitting right about now?
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 2.2 seconds. Inside. Still there. Clear. Inside. Still there at bottom. Keep high. Stay high. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.2 seconds. Clear inside.
Losing about a second a lap, though. This is a tough spot to be in with the car being so bad today.
The leader's bidding now. The leader just did a 26.738. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.7 seconds. Inside. The car behind is closing on you. The The gap is 3.8 seconds. Stay high with the car on the low side. The leader's fitting now.
Alright, we're coming in next time by. The fuel demands it anyway. I think we probably just... I mean, I don't know. We didn't have the car to have a good race, and this last run just kind of proves it.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left. Outside. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1 second. Still there. Outside is clear. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. That's it, go.
The good news is we can run full rich from here to the end, of course. As long as the guy's got all the fuel in the car. Bad news is we've got a long way to climb.
Car outside. Clear outside. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1 second.
Alright, one more spot and we're back in the points. Not something you're used to thinking about for IndyCar, but that's the point system I'm running this year. Just because I can't know how many cars I'm going to run at each track, given limitations and all, so it doesn't make sense to have to figure out how to divide the points at the bottom of the grid to keep it fair and all that. Alright, Rob's about to come in and pit, so that will be us into the points. We're burning too much fuel. The guys did not put enough fuel into the car.
The leader just did up 26.
Thanks, guys.
349.
See, I kind of think the AI is having a hard time finding pit roads sometimes, and then they run out of fuel. I kind of think that's a factor. Like, is he going to be able to leave? No, because we know Rob wants to pit. He said so, but he can't find his way to the pits.
Clear inside.
Well, we'll pass him on merit anyway. Whoa. The wall kind of vacuumed me into it there. Yeah, this is a bit disappointing that the auto fuel option kind of fucked me here.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.3 seconds. consider 27.051. Outside. Go low, clear high.
With about 10 laps left, our target really just becomes keeping the guys behind us. We might get lucky. Maybe somebody's not going to make it on fuel. They were kind of close. They could misestimate, just like our crew kind of did, but I wouldn't count on it. So at this point, if we want to stay in the points, we need to not give away 3 seconds.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
This should be the white flag.
White flag, stay smooth.
All right, last lap, take in Homestead.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
I think we're going to make it. Let's go to map 1. Just to end this race as fast as possible. And that'll do it. We're coming home with a big 3 points. That's not big at all. Finishing a lap down.
Flag, it's over. Okay, we'll get them next time.
Car was not a friend to me today. That was basically it. Halfway, about 80% of the way through a run, tires just completely fall off, and there's absolutely no kind of doing anything with the car. We better come in. I was thinking I'd take a cool down lap and then come in, but we don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That'll do it for round 1-1 of my IndyCar season. The race results are on your left, the point standings are on your right. Because it's the first race, those will look really dang similar. I'm glad we came away with some points after this one. The car turned evil on us about halfway through every tire run. I know iRacing, particularly ovals, are sensitive to weather, so I included that information here. It was very easy to smoke the AI in qualifying as well, so I played around with different ways to slow myself down, and what I came up with was running a full fuel tank with the fuel map set on 5, I think. It's been a little bit. Then I set all qualifying to be only 1 lap. Your mileage may vary on all of those settings, but the point was I needed to slow myself down to have a competitive race. Anyways, thanks for watching the Nifty Cars. Next week, we're going to Riverside, California, assuming I get that mod to work in Assetto Corsa. See you then!